Chimaev is not going to win inside 1 round this weekend. Let me tell you why I think this. So, I think it is possible. Look, anything's possible in MMA. But I think this narrative that he's going to run through DDP is unfounded. I also think the narrative that he will gas out later in the fight doesn't hold as much water. Because he has been preparing for this for a while. He's from a good camp. He's obviously a very elite athlete. I think he's going to come correct. I think DDP will have better cardio, don't get me wrong, and way better striking. But I think the narrative that Chimaev will gas out later in the fight, it's a narrative that's been put out, I think, to mislead us. Now, Chimaev can win early. It might happen. Look, I know I said it at the start of the video, he's not going to, but anything can happen in MMA. I don't believe that will happen, though. I think Du Plessis is bigger and stronger than Whittaker. He can be taken down, but I think he can survive. And I think there will be a bit of a feeling out process. The fight will drag on. And I think Chimaev can win by stoppage. I think DDP can win by stoppage. I think it can go the distance as well. And I think it's got a good chance of going over. That's why I like the bet, fight to start round 3 at 1.78 decimal odds. If I was going to bet either side, I would bet Du Plessis, just because his odds are so high, 2-1. The same as when he was fighting against Israel Adesanya. The bookies got it wrong then again. We cashed on him, and this time we're getting good value again. He's consistently not given credit by the bookies. Chimaev is a beast, I will give him that, and he's got a very elite skill set that very few people can counter. And we've not really seen Du Plessis counter an elite wrestler as well. So I understand the odds, but I cannot back Chimaev at those odds, even though I think he will win the fight. If I was going to bet, I would take the other side just because the value is so good. But fight to start round 3 is my favourite bet. I think this fight has a good chance to go the distance. Look, you've got 50% of money on each fighter here, so the bookies lose a lot of money if DDP wins. We know that the judges are corrupt. We know this. A rematch would be huge if it's a close fight in the Middle East. They would love to rebook that. I think this has a chance of actually being a close fight that goes the distance, and people are like, wow, Chimaev went 5 rounds, and both fighters will look good. But if it goes to the judges' scorecard, my concern is Du Plessis is going to be unfavoured by the judges, even if he wins the fight in quote marks, even if it seems obvious that he wins the fight. We see this all the time when the bookies have a big liability. By some magic, the judges always go on the side of the bookies. So be careful. This weekend, it's a hard fight to predict, but I would go for fight to start round 3 if I was going to bet this.